up, gang? Hey man, this your boy CJ. Hey, the video that I'm about to show you is gonna open a lot of you guys' minds. Do not get angry, do not get mad. Learn how to control your emotions, keep your care down, continue to become elite. Stay on this journey. If you're watching this channel, you are already on the journey. And if you want to jump into the CLG community, there's a 7-day free trial. You can click the link in the comment section, or you can click the link in the description. And make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Without further ado, let's just jump right into this video.
Tell me your biggest secret.
I'm cheating on my boyfriend with like 5 other guys.
I'm confused how he doesn't know.
Because I have a separate account.
Well, why not just break up with your boyfriend?
Because I love her.
She lied at the end. Because the guy said, you know, why don't you just break up with your boyfriend? And she said, because I love him. She doesn't love that guy. The fact that she's cheating on him with 5 other guys, she doesn't love him. He's missing something. You know what I mean? When women are cheating, it's because they don't really respect the partner that they're with. You get what I'm trying to say? There's no way that she has any kind of deep admiration or truly deeply likes that guy a lot if she's cheating on him. So at the end of the video, she lied. She might have been telling the truth in the beginning of the video that she's cheating on her boyfriend with 5 other dudes. She seemed to be truthful with that, but there was no remorse. There was none of that. So at the end, when she said she loved him, she was lying. You guys understand where I'm coming from? You know what I mean? She was lying about the she loves him part. She might have been telling the truth about cheating on him with 5 other people, other men, and she had no remorse. So that's not love. You get what I'm trying to say? It's just not love. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. When people be like, well, CJ, don't you cheat? Yeah, motherfucker. I told you guys, I don't fall in love. Fuck that. I like girls. You know what I mean? I don't fall in love with girls. I like girls. I never get to the point where I'm in love with them. You know what I mean? And I'm just gonna be real with you. Like, I got a bunch of rotation chicks. I got a bunch of this. I got a bunch of... It just is what it is. But this is what I've understood about women. The moment you love them, fall in love with them, that's when you really start to see their true nature. And a lot of times, for a lot of guys, that true nature can be very dark. Because once she loses respect for you, it's over. You get what I'm trying to say? I'll give you a perfect example. You'll have a girl that's obsessed with you, and she'll still do dumb stuff, and she'll still do things and try to play you as if you're dumb. Me personally, I call it out, right? So, for example, girl finds out that I'm moving to Dallas. She tells me she wants to move to Tampa, right? So she's telling me about how she's going to move to Tampa, all of this stuff like that, Tampa, Florida. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like, and she's like, what about you? And I'm like, I mean, nah, Tampa ain't my thing. You know what I mean? You can stay in Tampa. It is what it is. And then she's like, you staying in Miami? I was like, nah, I'm going to move to Dallas. Come to find out, she finds out that I want to move to Dallas. She moves to Dallas, but she moves before me because my lease doesn't end until December, right? So she moves to Dallas before me. So while she's in Dallas, yeah, she calling me, texting me, whatever the case is. It is what it is. But while she's in Dallas, she's meeting people. You get what I'm trying to say? And some of the people that she's meeting are guys, which I don't really give a fuck about. It's a rotation chick. It ain't my main chick. I knew she was like that. That's why I put her in the goddamn rotation. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Like, I already read her from the jump. There is no love with her. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? I just like her a lot. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, and not even a lot. I just like her. I don't really go into the love category. You know what I mean? The closest thing that I would say to love is the main, just because she's so reliable. But that, and I said the closest thing to love. I'm not in love, but that can change very quickly once she stops becoming reliable. Does that make sense? Like, I lose respect for girls that aren't reliable. Now, do I have respect for this girl? Yes, because she's usually reliable, right? The girl that moved to Dallas, different girl, whatever the case is, she's usually reliable. And what I mean by reliable is shows up on time, does has no problem giving me gifts, money, whatever, just out of the kindness of her heart. Anytime I tell her to be somewhere or do something, she does it without hesitation. So does she get a little bit more respect from me? Yes, she does. Now, she calls me the other night, probably like 2 a.m. and she's like, oh, I was out with drinks and this and this. And I was just like, hold up. I was like, it's 2 a.m. And I was just like, who you with drinks with? She's like, oh yeah, this guy that I met in my apartment complex at the pool. Now, me knowing this chick, she wear G-string bikinis, booty be all out. She hot, she young, 24-year-old, whatever the case is. So if I know you met a dude in your apartment complex and he met you at the pool, and I know your little ass was out, you was tanning and shit like that, and then you go out and have drinks with the guy, and then y'all stay out at 2 a.m. What you think that I'm gonna think, right? So I called it out, because you gotta understand, this girl was trying to push for marriage, trying to get me to take her serious, trying to do all of this stuff, and I just kept saying no. Like, I was like, nah, I'm not into it, I'm not into it, I'm not into it. So when this situation pops up, whether she hooks up with the guy or not, I really don't give a fuck. Some guys do. Some guys do have that much emotion and tied into it. Not me. You get what I'm trying to say? For the rotation bitches, as long as you sucking my dick good, fucking on me, being of use, I'm cool. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? I'm just a sexually driven guy, and I'm unapologetic about it. Like, I know I like to fuck. So I don't sit around here and act like, oh, you know, I'm gonna try to get a girl to be my girlfriend and shit like that. Hell no. I'm not with none of that shit. Nigga, I am just unapologetically myself. And what I try to teach guys in the CLG community, and what I try to teach guys on the YouTube channel, is it's actually a masculine trait to stick to your guns. To be your fucking self, unapologetically. I'll give you the process, I'll give you the system, but at the end of the day, you gotta find your identity as a man, and you gotta stick to it. Now, if you truly are the courting type of guy, even though I believe it's feminine to court a woman, and I believe most men are lying when they say that they are quoting a woman, because most men do not give a fuck about this bitch. They will ask questions that they don't give a fuck about. They'll ask her what she does for work. Why do you ask her that? Does it matter if she says she worked at McDonald's? Would you stop trying to fuck her? If the answer is no, that means you actually don't want to know the answer to that question. Unless you want to know where she works so you can pull up and fuck her in her fucking office or something, that's a different question. That's a different story. But going back to this situation. So then she says some shit like, she was with a guy. So I stopped the conversation right there. I said, yeah. I said, all right, that's cool. I said, but this is why I don't believe in marriage, because she kept trying to bring up marriage and stuff like that with me. And then she started getting really defensive. She said, why don't you believe in marriage? Why don't you believe in marriage? I was just like, because girls do stuff like this. And she's like, what did I do? I said, no, you ain't do nothing. I just said, just don't be surprised if I never, you know what I mean? Like, if whatever we got, that's just what it stay. So basically, I'm resetting the frame, like, we just hooking up. Like, in so many fucking words, right? And she wanted to really, really, really stress her point, beat this topic, debate, whatever the fuck she wanted to do. But there is no fucking debate, because this is what I believe. You get where I'm coming from? There is no debate. Like, this is why I don't believe in marriage. And she's like, well, I didn't do nothing wrong. I don't like this guy. All I did was talk about you the whole night. Like, he knows about you. And I was like, I don't care. I was like, the fact that you having drinks with a guy, like what the fuck you expect him to do? Well, not every guy is like you. Not every guy wants to sleep with girls. And I was like, not every guy is as honest as me. You feel me? I said, the guys that try to play the game that other guys try to play, in my opinion, those guys are pussy. Told her straight up. But I said, but it's not even a negotiation. Now you know why I don't believe in marriage. So she was like, well, if you don't believe in marriage, I don't know if we can continue to see each other. I said, I'm fine with that. I'm cool with that. Now, in the CLG community, I'm going to share what she texted back after we got off that call. And I'm going to go deeper into it, especially in the live Q&A and things like that. And I'm going to share what she texted me back after that call. So for all my CLG members, you going to actually see the text scripts and things like that. On YouTube, I'm not throwing up the text. Now, back in the day, when I first was doing the YouTube, I was actually throwing up the text and editing and adding the edits. Bro, I ain't got time to be, bro, I got so much on my plate, so much with the main business blowing up. I got to travel. I got stuff to do. You get what I'm trying to say? So, yeah, for all the CLG guys, you going to get the actual text script and see what she responded to me after, in so many words that I told her that I'm pretty much done with her. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you want to go on dates with guys and shit like that? And then, because she was always bringing up marriage with me, bringing up marriage. And I always kept shooting it down. But when she brought that situation up, that she out with a guy getting drinks till 2 a.m., this is why I don't believe in marriage. So, like, if you hoping that I'm going to marry you, you are sadly mistaken. So I told her ass straight up. I said, hey, don't let me hold you back. You out in Dallas, you living alone for the first time. You're not living with your parents. You got your own crib. Do you, boo-boo. She FaceTimed me. No, I would never. I wasn't even attracted to him. Oh my God, I would never. Like, I Ubered home separately, or I Ubered by myself. I didn't ride with him. I was like, do you? I said, he lives in your fucking apartment complex. Like, I didn't tell her this, but I'm like, do you know how many fucking girls I fucked in my apartment complex? Badass bitches. Remember that badass fucking girl from Peru that I was telling you, perfect body, all that shit? That bitch live on the 7th floor of my fucking building. I'm fucking and she never let me go to her apartment. I don't know what the fuck is on the 7th floor. I never went to her apartment. She could be living with her whole fucking boyfriend up there. I don't fucking know what she got. I was running through that fucking bitch. So you think this bitch think I'm fucking Boo Boo the Fool or some shit. So it's like, but I'm cool with it because there is no emotion attached to that. So then when I see a video like this girl, oh, my boyfriend, I'm cheating on my boyfriend, you're not gonna run that shit on me. And if you do, first of all, if you can run that shit on me and I do find out, I'm just gone. See, this is what happens when you have options. See, guys that don't have options, they will stay in a situation like that. And then the guy said, well, how does your boyfriend not know? Oh, because I have a different Snapchat account. Bro, the way that you act and the way that you moving and the way that you just going missing and stuff, that guy knows he's just a pussy. Like, let's just call a spade a spade. I'm tired of beating around the bush for what's actually really happening. That guy actually knows. I don't think there's no guy who's dealing with a chick for as long as they dealing with a chick, unless she's his rotation bitch and he just not seeing her. He's seeing her ass once every 2 weeks or some shit like that. Or she call him once every fucking 4 days or whatever the case is. But if he's seeing this bitch on a daily basis and she all of a sudden always gotta go here or be out all late or stay the night at a nigga house or whatever the case is, that nigga knows you're cheating. Or she's always on her phone texting. And then when you try to look around the phone, she always moving it. Niggas know, bro. But the thing is, they accept it because the lack of options that they have. They accept it from girls like this. So while this girl is getting ran through, getting wrecked, and she thinks it's cute, like she thinks it's fun and it's cute. Oh, I'm getting passed around by all these guys, but I'm keeping this guy in my corner because he's a sucker. He might take me serious to the day I die. These guys that I'm getting passed around by, I know for a fact that they're just trying to fuck. And another thing too is, women actually have more respect for you when you come in and you just let it be known subconsciously, which I teach all this stuff in the CLG. I got the masculine series. I got a bunch of stuff that really helps guys become elite sooner rather than later. But what I'm really trying to get across to you guys is, when a girl knows the type of energy that you're moving off of, you will be surprised how quickly they reward you with the pussy, because in their mind, the pussy doesn't matter. The respect is what matters. If she is trying to make you wait 6 months or trying to be celibate or trying to do this, all of a sudden celibates. Because you got to understand, the girls that are celibate, it's usually a red flag, especially if they aren't a virgin. The reason why it's a red flag, and what I've noticed, is the ones that become celibate. And I had a girl tell me, this beautiful blonde chick I was fucking. She said I broke her celibacy. She said she was coming up on a year and I fucked her. So she's like, I was supposed to be celibate. I can't believe this. But then going deeper into her story, she used to literally go to the bar, find a guy that she liked, take him home, fuck. Go to the bar, she was a flat out fucking whore. So, but she's gorgeous. Blue eyes, blonde hair, fat, juicy ass. She didn't have much titties, but flat stomach. Just a fucking bombshell. But the thing is, she went through a fucking crazy hoe phase. Like, just throwing pussy. Because she can get anybody she want. Every guy thought she was super fucking attractive. Throwing fucking pussy. Now she wants to be celibate because she's looking for a sucker. But what happened with me, she couldn't be celibate with me because I moved things forward. Every time you hang out with me, she hung out with me at her house. And her man lived there. This is what I think. And this is what I think she lied. Because after I wrecked her and she had like the best sex of her life, she said I can no longer come over to her crib no more. Because I seen a bunch of stuff of a man living there, and she just was like, oh, this is my ex. This is my ex. Oh, he's a Jewish guy. This is my ex. This is my ex. You know, and then she was just like, she had a bunch of meal prep. And I'm like, damn, how you got so much meal prep? She said, oh, my ex makes a bunch of food and I have meal prep for like weeks and years and stuff, right? So I'm like, none of this shit is adding up. Like, you know what I mean? Her ex, but she's still eating food that he made for meal prep, and like they supposed to be broken up and shit. I was like, none of this shit is adding up. In my opinion, what happened is her ex was probably out of town visiting Israel, some shit, right? Because he's Jewish. He probably was out of town visiting Israel, probably visiting his mother country. But when they go to visit Israel, they stay there for a couple months or whatever the case is. And then when she told me, she's like, oh, you can't come over no more and this and blah, blah, blah. And like, she still texted me and stuff like that. But when she told me, because I used to go to her apartment and crack her ass, like, you know what I mean? So when she told me I couldn't come over no more, in my brain, I know the ex is coming back. That's not her ex, that's her man. This bitch just got cracked and probably running that celibacy shit on him. Because she was like, oh, I haven't slept with, I haven't been hooked up with, and she said a year, closer to a year, but she said months at first, and then she tried to be like, probably by a year by now, or whatever the case is. She probably not giving that nigga no pussy, or he probably was just gone in Israel for like a long period of time, and he was coming back. So I cracked her. She probably just lying about every fucking thing. Who the fuck knows? Girls lie about every motherfucking thing. But all I fucking know is you gotta not ignore the red fucking flags. If a girl's crying some shit like celibacy, now she said this shit after I fucked, but she was just like, I was hoping to be celibate, like you broke my celibacy streak. This girl was fucking coming everywhere when I was fucking her. This bitch was coming every fucking where, like just a fucking freaky little bitch. So, and to be honest, now that I'm fucking playing a story in my head, I think a bunch of the shit she was saying was a lie, to be honest. Cause none of the shit makes sense. None of the shit makes sense. Still texting me, still this, I can't come over no more. Why can't I come over no more? And I know the bitch was broke as fuck cause she put up her bank account and she had like no fucking money in that shit. You know what I mean? And she was telling me how hard it is to be a teacher. So I'm like, I know you can't afford this fucking apartment in South Florida by yourself. And I know I see this nigga shit everywhere. Like, she making it seem like they broke up, but he left all his stuff there. I'm like, this nigga left too much shit here though. Like, way too much shit here. Like, you know what I mean? And you still eating the food that he prepared for you. So that nigga must have said, damn, I'm finna go to Israel for a little bit. I'm gonna make meal prep for you, you know, cause he a pussy guy, you know? So she was explaining this guy. She's like, oh, my ex used to cook for me. And, you know, he makes sure my bills are taken care of. He makes sure he always takes me out to these 5-star restaurants and stuff like that. And I noticed when she was like showing me pictures, like I knew it was a nigga taking a picture. In my opinion, that's her motherfucking man. Right? Is she lying to me? She might be. She might be fucking lying. At this point, it's very difficult for me to trust. Being around women is very difficult for me to actually believe them, because not only do women lie, they're really fucking good at it. Like, they're really fucking good. Like, and they play victim very fucking well. When I called that bitch out, the one that took the Dallas trip, she cried on the phone. She FaceTimed. She wanted to show me her fucking tears. She tried to say that that I don't trust her. She tried to blame it on me. She tried to cry and say she doesn't like that guy and like never did, and was just trying to meet friends' house. She gonna meet friends there, and whatever the case is. She said I would never do anything with this guy. I was crying. She said she was crying in the bathroom after she had 2 drinks with him or whatever the case is. She's like, he might have put something in my drink. So I said, so why would you even put yourself in that fucking predicament? I said, I doubt the guy put anything in her drink. He's just a guy that lived in her neighborhood trying to fuck. But he went about it in a fucked up way. And cause she's so cute, he probably just fucked it up by talking too much, cause she ended up back in her crib by herself. Like, you know what I mean? If that guy was a killer, a CLG guy, he would have fucked. Because I fucked that bitch on the first fucking date. You feel me? I didn't play these games with her. Like, I didn't fucking try to fucking over talk during the date and all that shit like that. I did strictly CLG. I fucked the shit out of that bitch the first day. Badass bitch. And she used to fucking, this bitch is used to fucking G League players, people that's damn near going professional overseas, basketball players, guys taller than me, bigger than me. And then motherfucker, I'm 5'9", 180. And I'm still running laps around these 6'4", 6'5", 6'6" ass, 6'3" ass motherfuckers, fucking they bitches, not giving a fuck. And then she cut off all those tall niggas for me. I didn't tell her to do that shit. And I told her that she probably shouldn't have done that shit. Cause she had a roster of guys before I started cracking her. Then all of a sudden, I crack her a couple times. Now she's just like, what are we? Like, trying to do that shit, like, very fucking early. And then she's saying that, like, she had this guy trying to marry her, this guy trying to marry her. I was like, all right, take that guy up on his offer? She was like, no, I don't like his family, so I cut him off. And then she's like, I cut off all of my guys. Like, she's like, here's my phone. It's unlocked. You can look through it. I cut off every guy because I'm dealing with you. In my head, I'm like, bitch, I didn't tell you to do that shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, why you cutting them niggas off of me? Like, are you trying to pressure me into taking you more serious? I don't understand what's going on. So I know I went on a bunch of rants today. Because that video kind of triggered a bunch of stuff that just kind of start pouring out of me. And you know how I get. Y'all know how I get on these goddamn channels. And I ain't changing for shit. It is what it is. You know what I mean? If you're rocking with me, keep watching the content. If not, there's a bunch of other fake ass content creators that exist out there. You can watch their shit. And it just is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm not a view chaser. I'm not none of that. I'm trying to find the right people that I can help that are ready to be helped. And for all the guys that are ready to actually be helped and actually live the life that you want to live on your terms. See, another man can't tell me how I want to live my life on my on their terms. Yeah, it's people be like, I don't believe in the rotation bitch thing. I don't believe in the main bitch. I'd be like, okay, that's cool. Do you? Like, why are you trying to make me believe what you believe? I don't give a fuck what you believe. I got guys coming up to me like, I just believe in monogamy. Okay, bro, do you? Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't give a fuck that you believe in monogamy. I don't. Like, the fuck? Like, well, I believe in it. Bro, I don't give a fuck. Like, why y'all keep telling me y'all beliefs? I don't care. Move to the BDO drum. Goddamn, that's masculine too. If you really believe in monogamy and you really shoot after that shit, that's masculine behavior. You better make sure you better vet that bitch. That's all I'm saying. You better vet that bitch and don't let her be a bad bitch. Don't let her fucking be a bad bitch. You better vet the fuck out of that hoe. Just trust me on this. It's very easy for them to get cracked. And you gotta understand, their dating strategy never changes. No matter if they're in a relationship or married, they're still looking for that masculine man that can break their fucking pussy open from time to time. And any bitch can get caught. Bro, even my main chick could get caught. Like, it's not like it's not like something that isn't possible, right? Because think about it. If my main bitch never gave me the chance, or if I never talked to her, or if I wasn't persistent, or if I never got her ass, somebody would have been catching her. That's not me. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Somebody else would have dated her. Like, the world goes on. For example, fucking Kobe Bryant, and I rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. He passed away. There are rumors that she's probably sleeping with one of his teammates. Who knows? I'm not going to say that that's true or not, but I'm just letting you know. The life goes on. That pussy she throwing that pussy somewhere else. It goes on. Life goes on. You get what I'm trying to say? So, like, me personally, because I understand female nature, I'm probably the least controlling guy out of all of them. Girls try to accuse me from being controlling. Girls would try to say I'm misogynistic. Girls try to... No, motherfucker, I understand y'all. So I'm probably the least controlling out of all the other niggas. Because the guys that don't understand you are the guys that's going to be trying to lock you down and try to... You can't go here, you can't do this. I don't give a fuck, because, bitch, if I find out, I'm out. That's it. I'm done fucking with you. And it's strictly going to be fucking recreational use only. Like, some niggas say recreational use only. Like, people say that, like, with their words. They be like, oh, recreational use only. But they don't live that shit. They don't live that shit. Motherfuckers say, oh, these girls are for recreational use only. And then they'll marry one, or they'll seriously date one, or then they'll do something like that. That means that their words don't match their actions. You get what I'm trying to say? When I say a bitch is recreational use only, in a lot of cases, I really do mean that shit. That whole fucking time she telling me about this other nigga, I was not mad one time. Never got mad. I just wanted to just reiterate to her why I would never take her serious. And I'm going to show the text message in the CLG group. They're going to read the whole thing, what she wrote, and she went in. I'm going to fight for you. I love you. I would never do this. I can't believe you. Please don't think of me this way. All types of shit. But I'm just keeping it real. I don't know what else to do. I don't know how else to fucking run it. All I know is shoot a motherfucker straight. I told her, hey, if you looking for marriage, keep your fucking options open, goddamn. Because you ain't finna get it from me. And I told her that word from word. Because it was a long ass conversation, because she kept trying to cry and kept trying to move the goalposts and kept trying to fucking get mad. She got mad. I'm like, why you getting mad? I said, out of the two of us, I should be the one upset. She's like, because you're thinking that I'm sleeping with the guy and I'm not. You know how girls get. And she probably did suck his dick. She probably did sleep with him. How the fuck would I fucking know? I wasn't there. Shit, I know if she was on a date with a CLG nigga who actually stuck to the process. Some of the CLG guys stick to the process. They get results. Some guys don't. It is what it is. I'm going to tell you why. Like I tell everybody, my process will not work if you care too much about a chick. The first thing you got to understand is get your foundation right, and you have to turn the care down. If you can't turn the care down, it won't work. If you too worried about the result, you too worried about the outcome, you too worried about this, you too worried about this, it will not work. Because guys that worry too much about the outcome, they basically are neglecting themselves in a sense. Because some guys, they want to fuck the girl just so they can run and tell their homeboys that they fucked the girl. But like a guy like me, when I'm on a date with a chick, this is why I don't talk to every girl. That's why I'm very picky. When I'm on a date with a chick, I'm looking at her lips, I'm looking at them titties, I'm looking at that ass. I genuinely want to fuck this bitch. Like, it ain't, like, I don't care. I'm not want to fuck her just so I can tell my homeboys. I genuinely want to fuck her. So it's like, I'm genuinely know I got to stick to this process so I can get this bitch on my dick. It ain't no other thoughts like, oh, what my homeboys gonna think. What, I don't even want to show her around to my homeboy. I don't even bring my bitches around my homeboys. Because I want to enjoy that pussy how I want to fucking enjoy that. I don't need her all around my niggas and shit. For what? I brought one of my bitches around my homeboys one time. I brought one of my rotation bitches around my homeboys. They still talk about that bitch still to this day. Damn, bro. Damn, that girl you brought by. This why I don't bring bitches around you thirsty ass niggas. God damn. You still talking about this bitch? He's like, you still fucking with her? Yes, nigga. I just clapped the bitch yesterday, nigga. The fuck? He's like, damn, CJ, how you keep them? Like, I sleep with girls here and there, but they never pick up after I fuck them. Hey, nigga, that's some personal shit. You gotta jump in the CLG. I know what it is. I tell them what it is. They don't want to listen to me. I see the mistakes they make with the bitch. I see they be overly caring, over too much love, talking about stupid, pointless shit with the bitch. Trying to be funny and clever and trying to flirt and trying to be witty with the bitch. All that shit. All she's doing, you just losing respect in her eyes. I see the glimmer leave the bitch. The nigga trying to, let me buy you a drink. And the girl's just like, damn, I really did respect you. I really did fuck with you. But you doing too fucking much. You doing too much. Like, just be like CJ. Fucking CJ look at you, you can tell this nigga wanna fuck. I had a girl, we was supposed to pull these two sets. The girl was like, why you keep doing your eyes like that? She was like, she's like, you trying to kiss me, huh? You're trying to kiss me. I didn't say nothing. I didn't even fucking say nothing about fucking kissing. She's like, you trying to kiss me, huh? She's like, no, not tonight, not tonight, not tonight. Man, I grabbed that bitch, we started making out. And she's like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I did it. She's like, so what's next? What's next? This bitch letting me pull her. So we end up pulling her and the fucking friend. The friend get in the room. She run out. And then my girl say, she's like, I really wanted to do something with you. This bitch just keep talking. I really want to do something with you, but my girl isn't feeling your boy. And I'm like, hold up. That's weird, because the only reason I met you was because your girl was feeling my boy. I came out the fucking bathroom. My boy talking to her girl. And I come in to talk to the motherfucking friend. And I'm fucking this bitch with my eyes. I'm not even saying much. I could probably count. I probably said 5 to 10 words after meeting a friend before I'm making out with this bitch. She the one that kept fucking talking. And then she the one that fucking was like, so what we doing after this? I'm like, shit, we finna go to his crib. And she's just like, okay, I'm down. No fucking hesitation. Fucking take her to the crib. I'm about to get I'm rubbing on this bitch. I'm about to tear this little bitch up on the motherfucking couch. She run out the damn room. And then tell her friend that they gotta go to the bathroom together. They both go in the same bathroom, his bathroom, together. They come out, and she's like, what's your number? What's your number? Because I didn't even get the bitch number. Ain't that crazy? She's like, what's your number? Because she's not feeling your boy. Like, nigga, what? So when I'm speaking to you guys, you gotta understand, guys, I dedicated a lot of my life to figuring out women. Some people think, hey man, why did you do that? You know what I mean? You could have been chasing other, whatever, bro. This was what I was interested in. You feel me? Like this is what I was interested in. Because these motherfuckers are so complicated, and because I like the challenge, and because I like pussy, this is why I put so much of my time into this shit, because I just was in love with the shit. I remember buying those tickets to them underground RSD meetups and shit like that. Fucking seeing Owen cook all the motherfuckers live just to realize these motherfuckers is trash. Like, you know what I mean? Like, these motherfuckers they missing something. Like, this shit ain't, at least this shit ain't working. They too aggressive. They grabbing the bitch and shit. You know what I mean? Fucking just meet a bitch spurting around, fucking yank it. It's like, goddamn, motherfucker, y'all niggas finna catch a cat. I can't do that. I'm black, goddamn it. I can't do that shit. If I did what the fuck them white boys was doing in RSD, I would have caught a case. Black man goes wild in club, grabbing girls, making out with them, making them spur around, being physical. You gotta understand, guys, freedom of speech is a right of ours. What does freedom of speech means? This means that you can use your words, or lack thereof, and you can say anything to this chick without having to worry about going to jail. Freedom of speech is protected. It protects you from going to jail. Now, can YouTube demonetize you? Yes, because they're a privately owned company. So yes, you say the wrong thing on YouTube, they can demonetize you. They have the right to do that. But you're not going to jail. You know what I mean? You can say whatever you want. You can, bro, the FBI, I watched the little FBI thing. The FBI guy literally said that they was in groups as the FBI, and these people was like, let's hang all niggers and all this stuff like that. The FBI guy's like, we can't do nothing. That they're protected under freedom of speech. We cannot take them to jail from what they say. They can say the most outrageous thing on the planet. We cannot take them to jail. So me knowing that that I'm protected by the freedom of speech, I'm not afraid to say something to a girl. Now, but I also know that if I grab her without her permission, now that's harassment. I can be taken to jail for that. So the reason I don't play that game, that fucking grabbing and pulling the bitch like the fucking Jewish lover boy homeboy that I got, I don't play that game because I know that can be something I go to jail for. But me talking to the woman without touching her, me talking to her, I can do that all day long. Legally, I can do that, especially in the U.S. And I'm aggressive with my words because I teach you guys in CLG, you know what I mean, how to transition, how to get to the next step, things like that. I'm aggressive with my words, but I'm strategic when it comes to sexual escalation. Very strategic. There are green lights that I look for that I teach in the CLG community. There are green lights that I look for before sexually escalating. This is one of the reasons why I don't get caught up into none of that bullshit when it comes to sexual harassment, sexual assault, the raping, all that stuff like that. I don't get caught up in that shit. You get what I'm trying to say? I strategically go about it and win on my fucking terms. Does that make sense? I win on my fucking terms. It's my way or the highway. Bye-bye. Favorite words to say to a bitch that ain't cooperating or ain't on my schedule. Bye. That's my favorite word to say. You're useless to me. If you're not reliable and doing what I want you to do, you're fucking useless. I lost respect for you. I don't give a fuck how cute you are. You were cute. But then when you start not fucking following my lead, you became ugly to me. To me, you did. Because I already know if I get you in the bedroom, it's going to be some bullshit. I don't even want to fuck you no more. I would rather fuck a bitch that's a little bit less attractive than you. Still has to meet my minimum level threshold of attraction. Let's not get that twisted. Because if she don't meet my minimum level of attraction, I can't really engage in a conversation with her because I don't fuck for sport. Like, that's not what I do. I don't just get one underneath my belt just because. If I'm fucking a bitch, it's because I like something about her. Maybe the way her lips sit. Maybe the way that ass jiggle. Maybe the way them titties perked up. It's something about this bitch I really want to fucking taste and enjoy. You get what I'm trying to say? I'm not the type that just gonna hit a booger whoop just to tell my homeboy, man, I knocked that booger whoop down. Like, I'll back out. I'll have a booger whoop trying to throw me some pussy. And I'll be like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. It's probably one of the reasons why I only got one STD my whole fucking life because of the quality of bitches that I go after. Whole entire fucking life at one STD. You feel me? And it was chlamydia, which is the most common one. But, Yeah, motherfucker, I get tested, I get all that shit. I ain't got no motherfucking chlamydia, motherfucker. And anybody that's been fucking and got chlamydia at least once. Goddamn, I know a nigga that got it about 6-7 times. But he do fuck some ratchet ass hoes. He fuck bitches that I wouldn't fuck. If bitch started looking a little ratchet, look like she ain't the cleanest girl or whatever the case is. Like, I like them innocent, 2-parent household ass bitches. I can just see it in them. I can just see a bitch that was raised right. They just look younger than they age sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, they look still innocent a little bit. That's my type of girl. You know what I mean? That bitch that look like she out here tattoo, smoke cigarettes, that's not really using my thing. You get what I'm trying to say? Look like she done shot a couple lines in a fucking arm and shit. That's not usually my thing. You get what I'm trying to say? So, that's what the fuck I'm on, bro. I just wanted to break that down for you guys. Be careful out here. Yes, the girls like that in that video that I just showed you, they do exist. So be careful out here. And for all you guys that haven't locked into the CLG community, lock in. It's a free 7-day trial. Go to the comment section. It's the one that's pinned. Join for the free 7-day trial. See if you like it. If you like it, stay in, and let's get you elite sooner rather than later. And with that being said, I'm out. Peace.